Hello students, in this class of ours we are going to study uh, the two more techniques of separation of separating of substances from one another, and these two we are going to study evaporation and crystallization, separating of substance by evaporation and crystallization, and also we will study which is a better technique. So if I tell what is the technique of evaporation, let me say it is like this, that you have NaCl which is a solid and MgCl2 which is again solid, and also okay, let us two are more than NaCl and MgCl2. These two solids are dissolved into water. Let me say water if you heat it, after some time you will find that water will evaporate and NaCl and MgCl2 will be left behind. So this was a technique by which you could separate out the liquid components and the solid components from each other by heating. And this technique, the principle of the technique is, please do remember this is very important, why this technique is able to work, or on what principle this works. The principle of working of evaporation separation is that when you heat, both the components, the solids there and the liquid, are getting heated, but the liquid component is more volatile, and on heating it gets converted into its vapor state earlier. It is because of this that we are able to separate solids from a liquid component. The liquid component is more volatile than the solids, and more volatile means it gets converted into vapor easily or earlier when heated in comparison with the solids. So we start heating, the whole substance starts getting heated. That means NaCl is getting heated, MgCl2 is getting heated, also H2 is getting heated. But H2O being liquid, it is more volatile. It will become into vapor or turn into vapors earlier than this. So now there are two things that are associated with this evaporation. Number one is, only if you heat, the water component will escape, and other whatever the associated solids were there, they will all remain together. Suppose chiefly your purpose was to get sodium chloride, and along with sodium chloride some magnesium chloride was also present from the source that you obtained. Now when you heat, dissolving into water, water will evaporate, but sodium chloride and magnesium chloride both will remain. Another possibility is that by mistake, if you happen to overheat, the both the substances, the solid substances that remain behind, may get charred, that they on or excessive heating they may become chemically decomposed. So that becomes a useless substance. But in crystallization, now I will tell you what we do is crystallization. Crystallization is a better technique than evaporation, and in that what we do, H2O is there and NaCl is there, and also say let us MgCl2 is there. When you heat it again, in this, please do remember, in crystallization technique we do not heat the solution to dryness. We make it concentrated solution, and thereafter we stop heating. So H2O is there, some quantity of H2O has escaped, some is still there, NaCl is there, MgCl2 is there. And now suppose we want to obtain NaCl. So NaCl is our desired substance. So we from our own side will put some small particles of NaCl. This process is called seeding, putting some quantity of a solid from our side into the solution of the desirable solid. Let us say desirable means you want to obtain NaCl, so some NaCl will put into this. The process is called seeding, and what will happen, around those small particles which you have added to this, the NaCl will make its crystals. And now you have crystals of NaCl which are solid, you have some water and MgCl2. If you filter it out, MgCl2 and water will get filtered as filtrate, and on the top NaCl crystals will remain as residue. So this is a better technique than evaporation. Number one, this is not heated to dryness, so there is no chance of the solid substance getting charred. Another one is, here when you separated, only the liquid component was removed. NaCl and MgCl2 were still together, but here you could got NaCl. You could separate NaCl, which means from the associated solid impurities that remain behind, you can choose the one that you desire by seeding. So this is all about evaporation and crystallization, and the basic principle on this system works is
that the liquid component on heating is getting into vapor earlier than the solids, because that is more volatile. Evaporation, crystallization is a better technique. In this, the solid substance that remains behind may get charred. In this, it is not heated to dryness, so there is no possibility of the substance getting charred. Another one, here whatever the solids, two or more than two solids, whatever you had, liquid component could be separated, solids are still together. There only single desired solid can be obtained by process of seeding. That's all.